What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be talking about the New Mutants. Yes, after all this time, the New Mutants is finally here. After 5 or 6 delays, we're finally getting this film. And guys, it's pretty underwhelming. That's pretty much all I can say to encapsulate how I feel about the New Mutants. After I left the New Mutants, the only movie that I could think of was Fant Four Stick. And let me explain. Fant Four Stick gave us a great idea. The idea behind Fant Four Stick was good. Taking these characters that we know and showing the darker sides of having these powers. Much like Rogue in the X-Men comics, she has this great strength. She has the ability to take powers from any other mutant, but she can't touch anyone. It's really hard for her to have a relationship with someone and to be intimate with someone because she can't touch them, because she can kill them if she holds on to them for too long. That's something that the comics went into that I really enjoy. That's something the X-Men animated series went into, and that's something that I find interesting. It's great to see the MCU where you see all of these amazing heroes and they have these great powers and they beat up the bad guy. But now and again, it's great to see a story where it challenges you to look at these powers and say, hey, this is really cool, but from the other side of the coin, it kind of sucks for some people. Again, in the comics and in the X-Men animated series, you would have characters who live in the sewers because of how their mutant abilities make them look, how their mutant abilities work. They don't have anyone. They've killed friends, they've killed family, and this is the only place that they can go. That was something that I always found really interesting, and that's what I was looking forward to in the New Mutants. And that's also how I felt about Fant Four Stick. I felt like the trailers and everything that we were going to know about these movies were that we were going to get this darker side of what it's like to be a mutant, what it's like to have these powers. And much like Fant Four Stick, it just gives you the illusion that you're going to get that by dropping little bits of dialogue. Someone might cry about something, and by the end of the film, you get nothing out of it. Another thing that's like Fant Four Stick to me is that the first act feels like it goes on really long, and then the directors and the writers realize, oh shit, we've wasted so much time and we don't know what else to do. We don't know what this movie is even really about, but it's a superhero movie, so let's hurry up and get to the team up point with the villain of the film. And then it just fucking ends. Just like Fant Four Stick. They build you up, they try to give you this different take on these characters. The first act goes on forever, and then they just drop you in at the end with Doctor Doom. You have this stupid third act fight that happens in like 10 minutes, and then the movie's just fucking over. And then the same thing happens in New Mutants. It just sets up all of this different stuff for like an hour and 20 minutes. And then you just get this third act fight scene that just happens and ends. And then the movie is just over. And you are just left sitting there wondering, what was the real plot of this film? Did you just bring me here to just watch the events of these kids in this hospital? Because I didn't get anything else out of it. And the actors do a good job with what they're given. And I know I feels like I'm shitting on the film right now, but this is just how I feel. They don't give you anything to latch onto. I can barely remember the names of any of the characters, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. The only real positive that I have about this film was the relationship between Rain and Danny. Their relationship felt really real to me. It didn't feel forced. I could tell, I could feel that these are two people that feel like they have lost everything. And they have. They've lost friends. They've lost family. They've killed people. And they find happiness in each other in this hospital that's pretty much a prison. And that was something that felt really real, and I felt very attached to them as characters, as people, and I felt for them. I felt all of their emotion, and I cared about them. Roberto in the film, he's Sunspot in the film, and the reason why he's at this hospital is because he lost control and he burnt his girlfriend alive. That's something really traumatic. That's something that could break a human being. These are the things that I think they should have focused on in this film. You had something really unique. You are going for this unique take, this horror take on these comic book characters, and then you get to the end, and then it's just like every other fucking comic book movie. Again, it's just really underwhelming. There's nothing that I necessarily hate, but there's not many things that I really, really love either. Anya Taylor-Joy is doing a really good job in this movie. She's having a lot of fun, and she's a great actress. I can actually see and feel the terrible childhood that she had, and she puts on this facade of being this mean, hard person, but you can tell by everything that happened to her, you can tell why she's that way. But the film doesn't really explore any of it. They have little bits of dialogue to try to make you feel for these characters, but they never show it to you. And that's really frustrating. Little bits of dialogue is not enough. I'm watching a film. I need you to show me. It's just really disappointing. And after waiting so long to see this film, again, I'm just extremely underwhelmed. And there really is no reason to ever watch this movie ever again. I cannot sit here and tell you guys to waste your money to see the New Mutants in theaters. See it whenever it drops on streaming, whenever it's on sale, or if it goes on Disney Plus and you're already subscribed, or Hulu or something. That's when you should watch the New Mutants. I cannot recommend you paying your hard-earned money to see a very underwhelming and boring movie. Guys, if you have seen the film, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. You can already tell how I feel about the film, and I feel like I can ramble on about it forever, but I won't. Let me know what you guys thought about my review in the comments as well. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one, and I will see you guys on the next one.